Well, good morning. Hi, you guys. um, it's 3:30 a.m. on Saturday. I'm not lazy. I was up at 1. That can't be normal, you guys. I don't know. I mean, and I always say, and I did. I went to bed at 5 last night, but I don't know. My circadian rhythm, I think, is off or something. I don't know. Daylight savings time, would that have anything to do with, a weird sleep schedule? I don't know. Or is it because I don't get outside enough? Because when you get sunlight, it regulates your, you know, circadian, am I saying that right? Circadian rhythm. But yeah, the family and I have been up since 1, so they're getting started. And yes, Lumpy is on this time. Otherwise, one of you would scold me. Turn Lumpy on. And another thing, I have a bone to pick with you guys. How come nobody has said, why is your Christmas stocking still up? It's March. Does anybody have Christmas lights, still on their house? Right? Who does anybody put Christmas lights on their house anymore? I kind of gave up on that a couple years ago. It's like, well, this is dumb. It's just basically for the neighbors. The only time you guys see it is when you come home from work or when you leave in the morning, right? Well, I don't know. So leave a comment. Do you guys do Christmas lights and stuff? I didn't even do a tree this year. Well, because I don't have room for it. Because my crazy mad scientist laboratory over here is hogging my right. So, all right, let's right off the bat. Let's. Oh, by the way, welcome to the Gym Show, because it's all about me. Well, I don't know who else it would be about. I mean, it's my channel, so yeah. So something just fell down. I don't know what it was. But I want to tell you something really exciting that happened, you guys. All right, so because I started losing my hair going through chemo, I did some research. And has anybody heard of spirulina? It's this green algae powder. It's supposed to be like super good for you. Yeah, it's expensive. It's $30 for this big thing. But did I forget to bring the measuring scoop? The measuring scoop per serving is tiny. So this is going to last me, I don't know, until I'm 80 or something. So it's an investment. But yeah, spirulina is this green algae, very high protein, and it makes your hair grow like crazy. You guys, this is just like, I don't know, since the last time I published a video. So I don't know. I mean, this is my natural color. No, I don't color my hair. Do any men color your hair? Let me know in the comments. But no, I used to be, flaming redhead, so I'm really glad it came back, in my natural color. Now, this is really a pain in the butt. So I was thinking about doing a ponytail to get it out of my face, but oh geez, you look at my biceps there. I look like and I haven't even started lifting yet. No, that was an accident. Sorry. But or should I do a bob? I mean, would that be easier? I don't know. Women, tell me what should I do with this? I mean, a ponytail is nice, but then when you're jogging or running, it's like psh, psh, psh. Yeah, I don't know. I've never had hair this long before. So, I'm kind of getting used to it. What do you guys think? Do you like it? So, I don't know. So, okay. I'm in a good mood. I hope you are too. If you aren't, get ready to be in a good mood. All right. So there, take that. So, all right, I've got some announcements, some other things. I have no idea where this video is going to go. Oh, I do know where it's going to go. I want to talk about retirement. I want to talk about your retirement. What are you guys doing? All right, we're going to talk about that. All right, let's go. So I'm just kidding. It's a wig. I don't know if you figured that out yet or not, but one of my buddies from work shipped this to me. Thanks, Gene, if you're watching. Just as a gag, I just thought it was hilarious. Thanks, Gene. But seriously, women, I don't know. Can you bring a wig to a salon and have the stylist do a different, style? Do they cut wigs? I mean, this is polyester or plastic or something. I mean, it can't be good for their shears. They're expensive Hikari shears. They have to have sharpened every year. You know what I mean? And the only reason I know this is because X number 2 owned a salon, so I learned a lot about hairstyling. Don't get me started on that. That did not work out well. I'm just saying. So, all right. Now, on a lighter note, announcements. I still have. I'm in a good mood, you guys. Sorry. If you're new here, I'm really sorry. You guys, I still have my biopsy socks for sale on my website. No, I don't have a website, but there you get them for free every time you go to the hospital for a procedure. You get free socks, so they're worth money on eBay. I didn't know how much, so I looked at my Blue Cross Blue Shield billing. Well, these are $300. So I'm like, well, I could probably sell them for $250. I don't know, a little bit of a discount. So yeah, if anybody wants these, let me let me know. All right, announcement number 2. I still have not gotten my new water bill yet. Sorry to keep you guys in suspense. Those of you that have left a guess on how much my bill is going to be next month because I pumped 21,000 gallons into my backyard. By the way, come on over and go skating if you want to. No, actually, you can't. It was 65 yesterday here in Minnesota. And I checked, WeatherBug or, Weather Channel or whatever. It's supposed to be like 70 tomorrow. I'm going to have to go out and mow. And I have a big pile of Amazon boxes out, between the garage and my deck. I just throw them out there, because I need to burn them because they don't all fit in my recycling. Yeah, I know. The responsible thing is to recycle them. I know, but it's a lot faster and easier just to burn them all. But they're too wet to burn. So, because we got 18 inches of snow, a week ago or whatever. So when the snow melts, the boxes are all soaked. So it's like, I have to wring out my boxes before I burn them. It's kind of a hassle. And announcement number 3, I have not knocked anything over recently, so I haven't had a chance to use my Swedish dishcloths. Couple videos ago. They're awesome. What else? That might be it for announcements. Oh, hey, you guys, thank you so much for the support that you showed for Kristen, one of our precious Mad Pack, longtime viewer. She reached out to me and she said, I fell hard and hit my face on the door jamb. So, concussion, whiplash. She's in a neck brace right now. And what's cool about the neck brace is she's getting taller, because it makes you, you know what I mean? It makes, you know what I mean? So, but you guys, yeah, thanks a lot for your encouragement for her. I put a thing out on posts, the community tab, and I gave some updates and stuff. So she's still in a lot of pain, you guys, and headaches, and her neck is really in a lot of pain. Uh, but and she knocked out her two front teeth. Can you imagine hitting your face so hard that it knocks out your teeth, breaks your teeth? And so to trying to cheer her up a little bit, I do not do this. I took a Sharpie marker and I colored out my two teeth, and I sent a photo, just being funny. I'm smiling with the two black. Sharpie marker does not come off your teeth, you guys. I'm going to the pharmacy to get my meds, and I'm like, Jim Clark, 12/14/61. Yeah, okay, thank you. Okay, yeah, have a good day. Okay, bye. It's embarrassing. Don't put Sharpie marker on your teeth. All right. So, but yeah, thanks a lot, you guys. She's doing a lot better. Yeah, just I can't imagine the pain, but she's going to have some dental work done, some implants and stuff, and you're not going to be able to tell, Kristen, if you're watching. You're not even going to be able to tell that anything happened, but just the pain, because when she hit her door jamb, it's like a whiplash, you guys, and so her neck is in a lot of pain. Geez, I hate hearing about one of our Mad Pack getting hurt. And if any of you were to reach out to me and say, Jim, I had this accident, and yeah, I would do the same thing for you guys, put it out on community, and that's why we're here. We're here to support each other, right? So Kristen, hope you're having a good day today at 4:30 a.m. Well, it's 2:30 out in California, so whatever. But anyway, so yeah, you guys, yeah, just a tragic thing. She just tripped and fell, and yikers. So if you have your health, be grateful. I am very grateful, you guys. Just an update on me. I've done 3 chemotherapy sessions, and it's Saturday, so I do 3 chemos and then a week off. So last Thursday I didn't have a chemo, and I was feeling great, feeling fine, but I took vacation off of work anyway, just to get stuff done around here. I mean, you can tell that I've gotten a lot done, right? So, but yeah, no, my work said, if you can't come to the office, you need to take vacation time instead. So, yikes! I hope I have enough, to get me through. And I ran the math. I did the math. So I do have enough vacation and sick time, combined. It's PTO, paid time off, whatever, blah blah blah. So, yeah. What other announcements? I think that's it. Yeah. So let's talk about your retirement, because I'm kind of planning and stuff. You guys know that already. All right, so let's do that. All right, thanks for being here. Sorry, my chair was too low. I had to. Well, anyway, so when to retire? That's kind of the big question for those of us that have not retired yet, right? And if you do a search on YouTube, when to retire, there is a boatload, there is a plethora, there is a virtual buffet of advice. Well, I don't know. Some of the advice, I don't know. Retire sooner. 5 reasons to retire, even if you cannot afford it. Does he look happy that he retired before he could afford it? Nah, with this thumbnail, he should be smiling instead of, geez, I didn't do the planning and I retired too early and now I'm, really struggling. Right? Does he look happy or does he look like he's struggling and he made a bad decision? Am I wrong? So, yeah, I've been crunching the numbers and going out on the Social Security, the SSA website and figuring out if I retire at 65, 66, 67, because it goes up, your benefit goes up every month, or per month, every year that you wait to retire. Well, if you wait until you're 70, when you get the maximum benefit, well, for me, it's like, what if my cancer comes back again? Which it has. That's why I'm in chemo again, right? Those of you that have been with me for a while, you guys know my story. But it's like reasons for retiring early. What I've gathered from all these videos, the main reason to retire earlier is because of your health. If you think your health might be failing, then retire earlier. But if you're healthy and you're doing good and you don't mind work, if you don't hate your job, then it makes more sense to work longer and get more per month. Right? Am I thinking, am I thinking? Well, heck yeah, I'm thinking. So I need your help, you guys. I'm curious because most of you I know are in my demographic, right? Because YouTube gives me stats and stuff, about you guys. Most of you are, in my age range. I'm 64. I'll be 65 this December. So as soon as I turned 62, I went out and got my America the Beautiful senior pass. It was like $80, but it gets you into all of the state parks for free. Woo! We should get rewarded for being old, right? I'm just saying, so take advantage of, senior discounts at, Denny's or something, if they're even around anymore. I don't know. But so, yeah, if you retire at 62, you're getting way less per month. I'm just saying. So I'm crunching the numbers, and luckily I work for local county government, so I've got a pension. A lot of people, most people, don't have a pension. Yikes! So I'm very privileged. Where when I retire, I'll have my pension and then Social Security on top of that. So you figure out, for me, I'm figuring out, okay, this is my monthly income, my income stream, the money coming in. Then what are my expenses going to be? right? Did you guys go through this? And so what I'm going to do, you guys, out on community, that community tab, I'm going to put some polls out there. Just easy, just, and it's anonymous, unless you want to leave a comment or whatever. But I'm going to have questions for you guys like, are you retired? Yes or no? Um, and if you're not retired, how long are you going to wait? What age, are you going to retire at, and why? Leave a comment, that type of thing. If you are retired, spark, excuse me. That is one of my favorite burping words, just so you know. Spark. I have a few of them. Excuse me. Sorry. If you're new here, get used to it. But if you are retired, what do you do? What are your hobbies? Are you bored? Are you just, sitting in the house watching me? Well, I hope you're not bored watching me. I'm just saying. But I'm curious, and I know one of you, Vanessa, if you're watching, she's doing what I'm going to be doing. That's my plan, unless something goes really haywire with my pancreatic cancer or whatever. I'm not planning on that. I'm planning on being in remission again. But Vanessa is full-time on the road in her RV. That's what I'm going to be doing. So, but yeah, what if you guys are retired? If you're retired, what do you do for fun? Or, what are your hobbies, or, but yeah, I'm just looking for, input. I kind of have my plan kind of figured out, but I'm curious about the rest of you watching. When are you planning to retire? If you're retired, what age did you retire? And I don't know, how did you figure out your budget, or that type of thing. So yeah, I mean, we're all in this together, so let's help each other out, right? So I'll do some things. I'll put some polls out there. International Sign Language for polls, right? So um I'm just curious to get your input, So yeah, I mean, backing up, what my plan was when I bought my house 12 years ago or something like that. My plan was, and most of you know, I've got a big industrial laser over here that I can do really cute, like Christmas ornaments. I can cut out that stuff, and, signs, Cedar Creek. That was the name of the company that I was going to start, Cedar Creek Laser Shop. That was going to be my retirement, just supplemental income, just a hobby, something fun to do. Half of my basement is, wood shop. I've got 2 table saws, bandsaw, router, planer, and most of my stuff is this old, recycled, rescued cedar fencing. People tear down their fence, and I get their wood for free or whatever. So, yeah, and just I build these cute little things. I was going to have a website selling the cute little wooden things too, but stay in my house, because I've got a really cheap mortgage. They say don't ever talk about finances on YouTube, but I bought this place. It's a 3-bedroom rambler, full basement, unfinished. I bought this place for $165,000, you guys. And I get these notices in the mail. Well, the value of your house now is like, but $1,100 is my mortgage. You can't even get an apartment for that. $1,100, for, rent. So this is a cheap way to live. My utilities are pretty low, and, just mowing and gutters, and, it's house maintenance, it's all part of that. Right. So my plan was retire, stay here, and if my pension and social security, and it would be enough to live on because my overhead is really low. I don't buy a lot of stuff. Well, yeah, no, I don't buy a lot of stuff. But then my plan changed. I start seeing these videos of like Vanessa out on the road, seeing the United States. As a kid, my parents, drug us all over the place in this little pop up camper, this tiny little thing. Best memories of my life. The old Coleman lantern, you turn it off and it just fades down to nothing. And I was asleep like that. Just the best memories camping. Grand Canyon, Mesa Verde. We went all over the place. We went to California. We went all over. Dad drug us, from St. Paul, Minnesota, all the way across the country, in our station wagon. I was in the back, either playing with a G.I. Joe or something, or sleeping or something. Can't do that now. But so then I'm thinking, oh, it's going to be really boring to stay here. What am I going to do? Well, my laser company, yeah, that's kind of fun. Mowing and, all the snow blowing and all that stuff. And you know what? And then I decided, you know what? I've had it up to here with snow and ice in Minnesota. I'm out of here. Sell the house, get a big chunk of money in the bank, right? No capital gains. If it's your primary residence and you've been here for 5 years, you don't get taxed on I think, correct me if I'm wrong. I think I'm right though. Sell my house, a big chunk of money in the bank. My camper is paid off. The truck will be paid off in like 4 months or something. Then leave here debt free, go on the road full time, travel all over, visit all of you guys, you know. Ding dong. Hey, it's Jim. Remember me, Mad Camper? Yeah, my camper is in front of your house right now. Do you want to come over and have coffee and bacon? I'll make pancakes. Well, no, I'm diabetic. We can't do that. But you know what I mean? So it's like all these places that I saw as a little kid. I don't remember much of that because I was little. I was like 10 or whatever. The Grand Tetons and Wyoming and all that. I want to see that now. Am I wrong? And yes, it is nuts. It is a little bit crazy. Not many people do this. What could possibly go wrong? Everything. Well, I told you the story before, but the very first trip I took in my camper, I had a tire blowout on my camper, on my trailer. And when that happens, it can cause a lot of damage because you've got rubber flopping around. It's wrecking the wheel well and the siding, the side of your trailer. It can wreck all of that stuff. But I was lucky. I was going slow enough, and this gal next to me pulled up. I'm just doodly doodly doo. I was oblivious. I had no idea. And the gal pulled up next to me, and she's like, and she's pointing. I'm like, what? What's going on? And so I pull over, and yeah. But I was ready for it. I had my impact wrench, so I got my tire changed in like 15 minutes. So I was ready for it. But that's the kind of stuff, Yeah, it's crazy. It's nuts, But that's the kind of guy I am. Those of you that know me, yeah, he's a little off. Something's not quite right. But So what do you guys do? Are you retired or not? And if not, when are you going to pull the trigger? Because it's a big trigger. I've got really good health insurance right now, right? Through the county. When you go on the road and when you retire, when you quit, well, we've got the ACA, hopefully, the Affordable Care Act, Obamacare. Sign up with an insurance plan through that, or get a supplemental Blue Cross. I don't know. It's expensive. And I'm seeing YouTube videos, more and more people are just, I can't afford my health insurance. I'm just canceling, because, so they cancel their health insurance. They have no health insurance. But if you have a big chunk of money in the bank, you're mountain biking or something and you fall and you break an arm or whatever, and but you go to urgent care, go to the hospital. I want to pay cash, and it's amazing, you guys, what the provider charges insurance is like more than double. If you go in and, hey, I don't have insurance, I'm going to pay cash, it's less than half of what, insurance would pay out. So people just pay cash. I need a CT scan. I've got a big chunk of money in the bank. Well, it's $500. But if your premium is $500 a month, add that up over a year. I don't know. It's a crazy thing to think about, especially in my situation, right? Stage 4 pancreatic cancer. I'm planning on getting through it like I did the first time. So in remission, in remission, I sell my house. I'm on the road full time. I don't have insurance. Then I get diagnosed again. Now I need chemotherapy, $30,000 per infusion. So that scares me, you guys. I'm gonna have to have some kind of insurance. I'm not going to be able, but if you're healthy, if you don't have cancer, I don't know. A lot of people are just saying, my health insurance is more than my mortgage. Some people, their health insurance premium is like $1,500 a month, for a family or whatever. Yikes. So I don't know. I might put that out there too. What are you guys doing for insurance? Health insurance, right? So yeah, give me, it's Saturday. I'm going to try to get the video out. I'm going to try to get those polls. The polls might not be out there right away when you're seeing this. So maybe check back tomorrow, Sunday, and, maybe do the polls on Sunday or whatever. Yeah, I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm not the boss of you, and just do whatever you want. All right. So, all right. Well, this was long, you guys, but I am curious, how are you guys thinking about this stuff? How are you processing, and if you're retired and if you're comfortable, then that's awesome. But, what do you do for fun? I'm just curious. It'd be kind of fun, right? It'd be kind of fun to hear what other people are doing, So anyway, I got to go. I have to go burn boxes. It is kind of fun, actually. I do get a kick out of that. I've got a big fire pit out there, So, I throw couches on there, I throw my recliner on there, and I'm kidding. So, all right, you guys, have a great day, and I'll talk to you later. All right. Yeah. I'm going to go out and go skating on my melted pond. No, I can't. All right. Thanks a lot, you guys. Love you. Thanks for comments. All right. Talk to you later. Okay. Bye.
Science